You're listening to The Rich Life Revolution with me, Michelle Cooper. My mission is to empower you to step into your next level of wealthy. You'll hear all the deets, a little bit of inspiration, and real life takeaways so that you can create your own rich life revolution. Let's dig in. Hey everyone, I'm Michelle Cooper. Yay! I am so excited about today because today is launch day for my podcast. And this is something I've talked about doing for years, like seriously, for years. I may have stalked my podcast producer online for several years before I really committed. I've had a few half-hearted attempts at podcasting, but I see now that I just really wasn't ready for the commitment that it takes to really show up powerfully for you guys. You could say I'm a little commitment shy. I am excited to keep it real with you guys and hang out with you every single week. Imagine you and I sitting across from each other at the best coffee place ever, because I love a creamy chai latte. We're going to talk about life and business and all things in between. The Rich Life Revolution is going to be a weekly podcast where I'm going to bring in amazing guests because I know some really cool people. They're going to share their experiences and wisdom, but I'll also drop solo episodes with truth bombs galore because I believe in keeping it real. This is a workshop-esque podcast. So what does that mean? Well, I want you to expand your knowledge. I want you to feel inspired. And I want you to be able to walk away with real action steps, real steps that you can take to create your own rich life revolution. So welcome to your rich life, sister. Let's dive in feet first. We're going to be keeping it real with money. And I believe you're here for a reason. You landed here on purpose. There is no randomness to the universe. We may not be able to see the path of how we got here, but we're here. That reason can look different for everyone. Maybe you have a dream of living a different life, but you don't know how to get there. Maybe you feel stuck and you so badly want out. It almost feels desperate. Maybe you're struggling to stay afloat and your business is crumbling right before your eyes. I have been there. Maybe you feel broke as fuck and you can't really see a way out, feeling like every day you're drowning just that little bit more. Well, the most awesome thing is you found me. We are here together and we're going to get real about all things money, manifestation, business, and life. This space is where you can get real and you can show up as you are because that's what I'm going to do. You can leave your baggage at the door because that's what I'm going to do. Just relax and open yourself up to possibilities. You don't need to think like, I don't know if I believe this. Somebody else said something different. Just relax and open yourself up to what is possible. Life doesn't always look like Instagram, and we don't need a TikTok filter here. You'll create real change in your life when you allow yourself to relax and you lean in. So let's lean in to a little bit about me. Well, the facts. I am a 54-year-old newly divorced woman living on the west coast of Canada. I've got 3 grown-ass kids and 2 crazy golden retrievers. I love cake with thick buttercream icing, and I do not like lettuce. But these things don't really define who I am. They're just facts, right? So what's the point? Well, I think the point is for me to tell you a little bit about me so you can get to know me. People often scroll around on my social media and they say that my life looks pretty awesome. And a lot of it is, but it hasn't always been that way. And it's not always that way now. I'm just like you. I have great hair days and I have really crappy ones. I can't dance, so I often find myself being jealous of all those dancey videos on social media. And I have more money now than I've ever had before, but sometimes it still doesn't feel like enough. And that feels really crappy. Like, that feels embarrassing that I could have $1 million business and I'm still saying there's not enough money. Feels like a whiny first world problem, and there's a lot of shame in that. And so I juggle with that. Like I bounce around in that. And I know it's not good for me, but it still happens. You know, when they say don't compare your beginning to another person's middle, Well, I think that that's really good advice. But I also think the truth is we don't know if it's their beginning, middle, or end. And we don't know if it's our beginning, middle, or end. We're all just out there living life, making things work, how we can, when we can. We're just getting by, right? So let's drop all that and I'll share my real story. In 2010, I created my first business. It was a gorgeous women's boutique, and I adored every square foot of it. However, it failed after 2 years. In fact, I would say it failed miserably and I barely made it out alive. Dragging behind me was tens of $1,000s of debt and a lost friendship. I knew I needed to do something to pay that debt off, and so I cleaned houses for cash. And I hid from my life. To be honest, I felt like a loser. And I was comparing myself to all those girl bosses I followed online, hustling their asses off and making bank. Along the way, while cleaning toilets and scrubbing sinks, I had headphones in my ears and I listened to podcasts and classes and workshops, even audiobooks. And I learned about manifesting and spirituality and conscious business and mindset and my frequency and the law of attraction and all the things. I started applying these principles and things started to shift. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. And some of the shifts brought incredible change into my life that was really hard to navigate. But I began to see that even though I may not prefer what was happening sometimes, once I made it through, there was a gift on the other side. And it was my responsibility to see that gift and run with it. The truth is, most days I feel like I'm just lucky. It doesn't feel like skill. It doesn't feel like talent. It doesn't feel like I was born into this. This is my God-given mission to create this impact in the world. It feels like luck. It feels like I've been one lucky chick. I've had a great career. I've escaped from crazy situations that other people would not have. To be honest, I felt like a failed manifestor. My vision board, which I love me a good vision board, wasn't becoming my lived experience. I had no idea how to build a 7-figure business, but I did. I had zero experience leading a team of people, but I do. I had no clue how to communicate effectively, but I do, and I sometimes get it wrong. But maybe you felt this way too. Maybe you felt like you're doing all the things, but your vision board isn't your life. It's just a group of pictures of someday maybes. Well, a lot of my someday maybes have come true. I still have a big list of someday maybes, but a lot of them have come true and in incredible ways that doesn't always involve the things that you think it does. And it doesn't always roll out the way you think it's going to roll out. So if this is you, if you relate to this at all, you're in good company here. Let's get in this together. I am here with you. You are here with me. We're going to do this together. We're going to make it happen. So join me on this journey. It's going to be one hell of a ride. Let's create your rich life revolution. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you got at least one gold nugget today. Be sure to grab your copy of the Rich Life Revolution workbook to help you set the foundation for your next level of wealthy. Get it now at richliferevolution.ca, and I'll see you later.